Okay, now I have. So let me share again. Sharing again, I think, okay. Am I right, or I shared the wrong thing? Are you seeing the Word file or something else?
I'm seeing something else.
Something else. Okay, so sorry, I was wrong. And okay, this is the right window. Okay. For the records, what I have done so far is presenting the ideas of arguments to be forwarded at COPO's three main meetings of the 2025, the Scientific and Technical Committee, the Legal Subcommittee, and the General Assembly. So the points are peace, space for peace, and the proposal to put a flag, a UN flag on the moon by Artemis or IRS, whoever will put their boot on the moon first, and of course promoting no weapons in space. Second is the point on energy and the proposal to put big data farms in orbit to decrease the demand of energy on Earth and to start industrializing Earth orbit. Then orbital debris, no need to add anything to what is already written here, workshops, orbital workshop for reusing, and the Space 2030 agenda to promote our critical review of the agenda and our amendments proposals. So, okay, any comments about these points? Mikhail?
Yeah, I have comment, Adriano. You mentioned three Kuiper programs there. There's also the EcoSoc forum in February. The reason is, so if for the technical subcommittee, the presentation to focus on energy and debris and some of these, key technical issues, also very relevant to economic progressions. And I'm wondering if the same paper could be recirculated to the EcoSoc, which is about the same date, I believe, is being held at the same time. I'm not sure exactly.
Thank you, Amalie, for reminding EcoSoc. It's important too. And by the way, I don't know currently what is our situation at EcoSoc. We made our application to become what is called a consultative status, to achieve a consultative status at EcoSoc. I think they will take 3 years to decide. But I confess I have to go on the platform and see what is our situation in this moment. Okay, I take an action item to make it right tomorrow.
All right, thanks. There was one other thing I noticed. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Yes, about the UNUSA, the director of UNUSA that you're going to write to her. There's a section there on the submission for the technical program in February, the Kuiper's technical presentation. It says that presentations can be made also by observer groups, but there has to be through application to the director of UNUSA. So as you're writing to her, I thought perhaps you could ask her if that might be available, because then you could the whole committee and also file the document. There's a item there on the shall I post the page for you? I found the reference there. Hang on, I'll put the link to the page. Oh, here. All right.
Sorry, yeah, two things. One is the ECOSOC meeting in February, and if there is a possibility to submit the proposals to speak at that meeting.
Yes, that's right. There are two issues. That was whether it was possible for the ECOSOC, but also for the KUPOS technical program, which is at about the same time. Yeah, there's wait a minute, I put the link. Oh, sorry, there's a link here which gives the meeting the information for application to the technical committee. That's in the link. It says here, communicate to the Secretariat their wish to make scientific and technical presentations in advance of the session. So I thought as you were writing to, the director of the UNUSA anyway, you could...
Amalie, if there is a deadline for submitting our proposals for presentation for the technical subcommittee, February? Amalie? You still here? Amalie? No. Okay, I will check.
Hello, yes. Sorry, there's something with my speaker went peculiar, but anyway. All right, I put the link there in the chat. It's got the details for the application for the KUPOS program to the director.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Right.
So, okay, I think Mikhail was trying to say something too.
Yes, can you hear me well?
Yes.
Yes, very well.
Okay, thanks. As the first item is a list of topics, agendas for copies on UN, I suggest that we probably should exclude the 18th SDG explicitly. I know you have a separate topic talking about 18th SDG, but it's also...
No. I mean, the 18th SDG, in my idea, will be present in all of our speeches. We always will refrain that these proposals are in the frame of the 18 SDG proposal. This is my idea, because we have already presented the 18 SDG, I believe, 4 times between us and the NSS. The first time was Carlton Johnson in 2022. Then Alfred Anzaldúa presented 18 SDG in 2023, and I presented again, and also Rick Jeanette of NSS presented in 2023. So I think we don't need more, let me say, presentations explicitly on the 18 SDG, but we have to, in my idea, we have to, in all our speeches, to remind that we have this proposal of the 18 SDG on the table, and that we are seeking United Nations member states to endorse it and to present it at the UN General Assembly 80th in September 2025. So this point is also in the agenda. So we will talk more specifically about that. So okay, let me Mikhail. Okay. I see Alberto.
Yes.
Please, Alberto.
Yes, about the big data fabs in orbit. Today, I saw an article on the Italian in economics daily newspaper, Il Sole 24 Ore. You know, it's the most important economics newspaper in Italy and by the the Association of Industrial Italian Industry, and about this topic.
Really?
Yes.
That's beautiful.
I can share my
They are
screen.
listening to us.
Yes. Okay. So if I may, I share my screen. I'll show you.
Yes. I stop sharing
Okay.
now. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So let's see. Okay, it should be this. Can you see?
Yes.
Okay. This is the original article on the Sole 24 Ore. It's in Italian, of course. It's the moon, last frontier of the challenge, China, USA on data centers. And by the way, it talks about data centers on the moon, not in orbit.
Well, okay, but however, it's not on
And
Earth.
however, it's data centers in space. And basically, what it says is about the same things that we are saying, but it adds that China and US are already competing for doing this. And it gives a reference, for instance, to this Lone Star Data Holdings, this company that is devices to build data centers on the moon. Here you can see this is the website of this company. I just saw it today, so I have no specific
it's
information.
very important.
Yeah, so this is Nicole Stott's husband's company here in St. Petersburg. He actually already had the payload on the moon already. The Intuitive Machines had one of his payloads of Nicole Stott, and who's so it's a real thing. Yeah, and he and she are members of this 106 Alliance as well.
Okay, very good.
Oh, great. Very good. Alberto, can you share the link to this
to this company?
article? Yeah, to the article.
Yes.
Yeah, well, they're a member. I mean, anything. Well, if you need, connections, I can try to invite them on. Just let me know.
Yes, I share it, the link and also to the article in Italian. You can have it
Yeah,
translated.
as a matter of fact, they were my guest for the launch viewing that we had for February when Intuitive Machines were back to the moon with his payload on it.
Okay, I think I have to stop sharing and I'll put no, so I also put the reference to the article in Italian. I think this is enough. Okay, that's it.
Okay, and we have the other link here. Good. Okay, Robert, you said that what was the name? Nicole Stott? No.
Astronaut Nicole Stott. She's very famous. She's the artist astronaut. She's been in Europe. She was just in the UK, and she does the art. She has an art gallery here dealing with space, but it's her husband's company, and he's a member he's one of the 106 members that we have.
She was.
I changed the link because it didn't work.
let me remember.
should
She was
work.
present. She was present at the Jamaica consulate.
No,
Our event.
no, that's a different astronaut.
That's a different astronaut.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a different an artist. Actually, ironically, a different artistic astronaut. But
Yes, yes.
that that was Dr. Proctor that I helped arrange to come to the Jamaican embassy. So Nicole is another one, but so that I'm just saying for connections, he's a member of this organization, and I'm happy to loop them in if you guys want more information about what he's doing or you want him
A
involved.
member of Lone Star Lunar, you mean?
Yeah, Lone Star Lunar is one of our. I'm pretty sure it was at one point. I'll double check, make sure it still is on our list here.
And Lone Star Lunar is a member of the coalition for 18 SDG.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, good. So, okay, the first thing we can do is to propose to hold a webinar with us on the data center on the moon. That would be wonderful. Yeah, okay. Great. Okay. Anything else on these points, these topics? Good. So I think we can go ahead. I believe we have to prepare at least some abstracts in a short time. Let's say between within December. December 15. Because, okay, this is the next point. This abstract will also be useful for the other point, that is the IAC 2025. I received today the invitation by IAF that the call for paper is already open. So we can start working to prepare these abstracts, space for energy, space for peace, and the critical review of the 2030 agenda, and so we can move to submit to the IAF as soon as possible. Yeah. Now I want to know, is any other point that we have forgot so far? For COPUOS and ECOSOC, I mean. Not yet. Maybe something will come up later. Okay, good. So this is my idea for IAC 2025 Sydney. I can take care of preparing the abstracts and coordinating, but I wouldn't like to present the three myself. It would be better if we can present. I mean, to be the main author, to be not always me, even because yeah, you know that one registration, all okay, they will be three, and they are covered by a registration because they only allow 3 papers to be presented by one registration to the IAC. So my idea is 3, therefore it will be covered. But however, I think it would be better if we can do it different papers, different persons. So my first question, who is planning to go to Sydney next year? Robert?
Yeah, I'll go. I'll support you however you need support on the ground. I'm already starting to plan.
Great. So participants to ISC 2025
And
in Sydney.
I hope you have pieces of the booth left over we can use.
Well, let's not mention the boot. I'm trying to forget it for at least a few months.
I saw Gary. Gary was down here with me for 4 days. He just left, and I didn't mention it to him because he was still in coma.
No, the problem with the poor Gary is that he got sick when he was in Milan. Therefore, he had to remain in his room for 2 days. So he couldn't participate and couldn't go to the presentations and so on. So it was, yeah, even very.
So, Adriano, I don't know if I can get to Sydney, but I'm very interested in the piece, the abstract, the paper on the piece, you know, the treaty, the agreement, the international agreement that needs making. And there's some very interesting ramifications. For example, the nuclear blast, you know, it will deflect an asteroid. I mean, it's extraordinary, the usages of the sort of amazing, you know, under treaty umbrella, the types of research that can be done. But anyway, I just wanted to mention I'm very interested in helping to develop the abstracts and the paper for the peace and space. I think it's very key. I mean, I might be able to get to Sydney if you need a extra speaker, but I think written materials can be very effective as well. And there's some very interesting ideas in there that need, you know, explaining. Some
Good.
Adriano, I will probably attend. I just couldn't make it to Milan this year, but yes, put me in. And I want to know what happened to the booth.
I'm sorry, who
I'm
are you?
interested.
Who are you?
Susan.
Speaking?
Susan.
Oh, Susan. Great
Yes.
to have you.
Great. Yes, I will attend the Sydney one. I just couldn't make it to Milan. But tell me, what happened to the booth?
Oh, what happened to the boot? No,
Yeah.
it was a tour de force. It was yeah, very hard, fatiguing, but a great success. We had many people passing and taking our materials and to discuss with us. And yes, it was a very fatiguing, but worth to be made. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, we had a lot of live interview for broadcasted on YouTube, about 15 interviews, half an hour each, and we made happy hour each day with music and great participation. And yeah, it was, let me say, like in Paris, but bigger. Let's say that. The boat was bigger, of course, and yeah, the people was very interested, and I think we have signed a very good presence in Milan, both for SRI and for the 18 SDG, of course, because that was the boat was named to Space Renaissance and to the 18 SDG. And yeah, let me say I'm happy that we did it, even if it was really terrific from the point of view of the energy expenditure. And not only energy expenditure, also for the money expenditure, because at the end, SRI is paying not quite half, but let me say for a good 40% of the budget, because yeah, we had contributions from about 9 partners, but at the end we were not able to cover the whole budget. So there are still about 3,000 euros that SRI will have to pay. because we were we had 1,600 euros to pay, and yeah, we were able to collect about 14, no less than 14, 13 and a half. So there is still some 2,000 or 3,000 euros that SRI we have to pay. If
Okay. Adriano, that's really
this
good.
is the situation. Okay.
Right. What I want to ask you though, I know that's a lot of money, but what was the end result? What did you achieve besides having presence there and promoting SRI? But did we increase membership? Were we able to get more donors? What were some of the results? Or maybe it's too early to ask that.
I'm sorry. Sorry, just a moment. My telephone is pronto. Sì, pronto. Ah, ciao Rita, scusami se non ti ho risposto prima, pensavo che fosse uno spammer, perché ricevo decine di telefonate. Sì, 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 è così. Adesso, scusami Rita, siamo in riunione in questo momento. Pensavo che tu fossi anche tu nello Zoom. Eh, Ah no, c'è Natale e c'è Chiara. Comunque sì, ho ricevuto il pagamento automatico e va bene, è la cosa migliore da fare, anche se puoi raccomandare anche agli altri che hanno finora pagato, diciamo, con un bonifico, di fare quello automatico è più comodo, ci evita tante... D'accordo. No, no, figurati, grazie a te. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Ok. No, because I thought it was a spammer, but it was not. It's one of our members from Italy. However, okay, Susan, you were saying what is
Yes. Yes,
in terms of
I'm
in terms of
interested in
yeah.
what was some of your KPIs or your outcome from having the presence of the booth there besides promoting, the organization? What results did you get back? For example,
Well,
did you increase membership? Did you get more donors? Did you so on and so forth? I'm interested in that because, I mean, that's a heavy investment. And I just want to know what were the outcomes from that investment, the ROI, the return on investment.
yeah, from that point of view, I'm not very happy because yes, we had 4 new partners for the coalition. So we had four organizations that signed to enter the coalition during the 4 days that we were there, and that's an important point. Maybe we have also 1 or 2 new members. That's very, very low number. However, someone happened from that point of view. I think that maybe we are not well equipped to make recruitment. I think we are not enough determined to get new members. I think this is some kind of fault that we have to try to recover, to change this thing, because we need a very much more aggressive attitude to get people on board. because there is no reason why we shouldn't capitalize the huge work we are doing since 2 years. So after the, let me say, after the Congress, after the 2021 Congress, we are making a big work, and we have a very better visibility now that I believe, at least in the space community, everybody now what is a space renaissance and what we are saying, what we are proposing, and so on. And the campaign, the 18 SDG campaign, has done a lot from this point of view, but we are not capitalizing in terms of membership. Yeah, this is punto dolente. Yes, that we have to recover. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's still opportunity for that. There's still maybe we can ride some of the momentum. I sent a message. I don't know if hopefully you got my message, and I sent it to Gary as well, and to Bernard. Did you guys make a swing around the hall and just vacuum up, clean up everybody's contact information, business cards? I hope we can put together a mailing follow up and inviting people to be members. At least in the people in the hall.
Of course, we collected many visit cards, and I have already put my contacts in an Excel sheet that I can share, and maybe yes, we could try.
We could divide that up. Maybe
we could try pestering those people.
Well, so again, that's the attitude should be that we aren't asking for anything. We're giving, we're giving them an opportunity to be part of a great initiative that will help their business. Or help their initiative. There's no business and no initiative that's not going to be helped by the visibility, the momentum, the positiveness, the positivity, the ideals that this organization that you've created and this momentum that you've created, you and Bernard have created, is not going to benefit from. So it's just a matter of making them aware of that. And then, you're, for signing the letter, you're not asking for, I know we talked about the last point, but you're not talking about any money. So we should, but you can turn that into money. So, the more you get for free, the higher the number, then the more opportunities you have for people to want to sponsor when you have that many members.
Yes. We also have decided in the public outreach committee of the 18 SDG coalition that we will start a new
membership levels,
internal initiative, let me say, proposing to the organizations that want to support us to make a corporate membership. So I'm working to organize that and to implement the correct form to be put online. And so I think that we could maybe aim to get maybe 15, I don't know if it's too optimistic, maybe 15 organizations to agree to pay a sum, an yearly fee at corporate level. That with different levels, of course, starting from a very low one to 100 euros, let me say, for small organizations, small companies, then 500 for a little bit bigger, and 1,000 for big organizations, something like that, in order that we can get a budget and not to be constrained to raise many thousand euros in 2 weeks, like we have made before the IAC in Milan. So if we want to do the same thing in Sydney, I definitely want to have our budget secured well in advance, because I will not repeat the same terrible work that Gary and me, not only me, but Gary was very, very supportive and active in that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So this is what we are going to do. And yes, in this initiative that we discussed at the POC committee, I have put as coordinator of this of the coalition, because in fact that is what we have made in 2024. And I think with all the problems and the failures and everything and the mistakes, I think it was successful. And so we have to go ahead and to consolidate what we have made. At least we will try. If we will not succeed, of course, we will have to step back in some way. But however, we try.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so any other topic for papers for Sydney?
I would like to help making a paper about space for energy, because I think this is relevant, and it is also interesting for engineering, for structural engineering, because we can also build huge solar energy arrays in lunar orbit or even in Earth orbit. So I would like to contribute to a paper, but I will not go to Sydney. So if it is possible to hold a speech remotely, it would be interesting, but I would also be, of course, a co-author.
No, they don't accept remote presentations. So yeah, so I am taking note of you as a
co-author. Of course, I would like to be them.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's see that maybe you can at the end you can come and yeah. Okay. Well, okay. Of course, during the next days and weeks, please notice to me who wants to be co-author of. Amalie already said it. She wants to help with papers, and Werner too, for energy at least. And I think Mary-Louise also will be involved. She couldn't participate today because she's traveling, and she's in don't remember, maybe Thailand or somewhere in those area. And but however, I think she will be co-author too. Okay.
Adriano, I could join also as a co-author about this topic.
Okay.
Not the first author, but as a co-author, I can take the commitment.
Also on the other papers. Not
Maybe
only...
yes.
Okay.
Mainly energy, but also the others.
Hi, Adriano. I will be sending abstracts about space analog missions, but I need more time to know specifically about the theme, the investigation that we are doing. Okay, to mention.
Who are you, Julio?
Julio.
Okay. Hi, Julio. Okay.
I'd like also to announce that tomorrow is starting the Space Habitat event. Everybody is welcome to watch some of the presentations. There is a specific times for the presentation. For the presentations starting tomorrow and finishing Sunday.
Okay.
Okay.
I see. Thank you. Thank you very much. Alberto, do you think you will go to Sydney?
Currently, I don't think so. I may change the decision later, but currently not. Probably not. I have some health issues I have to solve before.
Yeah, maybe next year you will. But,
Maybe
you will
not
be
the Sydney, but the next one. Where is the next one?
is end of September. End of
Oh,
September and
where?
first week of October is
No, I believe it's asking about 2026. Where you'll be 2026, not 2025.
no 2026. I think it will be in Poland.
Okay.
Yeah, it was approved. It was approved by the General Assembly in Milan. The Poland candidature. Yeah.
No, I believe this year they were defining 2027, but 2026 is just no. But I don't know where it is.
Well, I don't know. You could be right that 27 is Poland and 26, who knows? But we can check. I think it's already online somewhere. 27, 2026. Call for hosting the IAC 2026. But no. Antalya. Antalya is in Turkey.
Yes, I saw here Antalya. Yes, right.
Yes,
Turkey.
that's it.
Adriano, Susan here. I can submit an abstract with SRI on space medicine, biotech, and robotics.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Anything else?
Yes, and please mention Julio about space analog.
Okay. Ghanim, I think it would be wonderful to present a summary of the ethos program. I think that will be very interesting and appreciated at IAF, because working with Jewell is one of their points.
Yes, Adriano, I am planning to have an abstract, of course, about ethos, but it will be part of an abstract which is about commercially potential rotating habitat. And this is, I haven't discussed this yet with Towards Young Generation Committee. But I will discuss it more in the coming month, maybe in January maximum. So yeah, of course, I will also provide this abstract, and I will be happy to co-author an abstract about energy.
Okay, great. Well, okay. I think we have a good number of papers. I don't know that maybe Marie-Louise would like to present something also, but okay, she's not here. we will ask her and know better next days. Then ISDC 2025 in Orlando, as I was proposed to organize a track. So I have to check now with the organizer of the ISDC who proposed that to me in Los Angeles. If the proposal is still alive, and I had replied yes, and my idea was to organize a track on space philosophy. But in next year, we will also have other initiatives. We will probably have a space festival in Berlin organized by Sabine at the observatory, the Arc-Hole Observatory, where maybe space philosophy will be an important track in that. So it could even be that in Orlando we might choose another topic for our track. But I think we have several things to propose. I believe the topic of energy could be also important at ISDC, and maybe also the UN flag on the moon could be a very resonating thing. So okay, let's. We have to.
Adriano.
Yes.
The ISDC 2024 happened which month?
It was in May.
May, okay.
But next year,
in this case,
next year it will be in June.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay. Still thinking what we want to do for ISDC, and we have to coordinate with Marie-Louise and Sabine, and to see not to do too many things all together that will disperse our energies that are when it comes to organize conferences and tracks. It's always it is always a very demanding activity in terms of organization. Okay, trying to go quickly to the end. We are now working for the 18 SDG to trying to get a state member to endorse our proposal. I think the time is running, and if we want to try getting a state member in useful time before United Nations General Assembly in September, the time to move the meaningful steps is now. Therefore, I have already written emails to the states, not to the states, but to the contacts that we have that can talk with their governments, but I had no reply so far, and Gary is also involved in that, and I think he will be doing something, and I have an appointment, let me say, to talk with Mikhail and with Amalie for the Ireland, because Mikhail maybe can talk with the Ireland government, and Amalie, Pat Dahlstrom, can talk with the New Zealand government, and we agree to have a Zoom call at the end of November to verify these possibilities. We are also starting to move toward the main agencies, space agencies, NASA, ESA, and JAXA at least, but also other agencies would be welcome. Egyptian agency, for instance, because we know we have the contact with the director of Egyptian Space Agency. And I don't know, maybe Ghanim, could you have a contact with Ghanim? You're still with us?
I can try, but I don't have direct contact, but I can go to the website and try to send them an email.
Okay, good. So we can have also Kuwait agency. Okay, Ghanim. Wait.
Adriano,
Yes.
Julio, I have a suggestion about the theme for the ISDC. Instead suggest space philosophy, suggest space humanities, because would be interesting talk about philosophy, psychology, sociology, all the topics related under the umbrella of space humanities or something like this.
Yeah, good. So you agree that we could organize a track on space philosophy? Is that you're saying?
No, I'm saying that it would be substituted the term philosophy for humanities, because we can
okay, humanities. Okay, yes, this good.
Because it would be different approach, like the philosophy, psychology, and also sociology, different complementary approach.
Okay, humanities. Including philosophy and other, yeah.
Because psychology is a big theme with many sub-related topics that would be interesting to have all of these in the track.
Yeah.
Also, Adriano, I know that, I'm sure some of you must know Dr. Jim Pass. He's the founder, CEO of Astrosociology Association. So
I know him, definitely, yes.
Right, so do I. So we should include that sociology, astrosociology into this. I like the idea. I think it's very, very integrative approach.
Yes, good. Let me take an astrosociology, of course.
Yeah, I believe humanities cover all these areas. My point of view. Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to have my mouse. Where is it? Oh my God. Okay. Bene, molto bene. Hi, Wes.
Hey, Adriano.
Hello. You are joining when we are closing the meeting.
Oh no, I had it off by 1 hour. Oh man. Well, I guess I'll look for that transcript then.
Okay. Yes, it will be all recorded, and the transcripts and the chat and everything.
Oh man. Okay. Sorry about that.
So, anything else? We can maybe close the meeting. Okay. Let's close then. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thanks so much. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank
Pleasure
you,
to meet you.
Adriano.
So
Bye.
somebody's entering
Bye.
right now. I
Bye.
don't know who he is. Where? Okay, we are closing.
Okay,
Fantastic.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.